just had to do a couple test streams because I was having some problems. But now I should be good. We are not going with the refugees because that's my dread zone people. Instead, we are going to my lethal zone people. The believers. I am on day 71 of... I'm on day 71. I'm trying to get to...
Time to get some beauty rest. Or even just rest. I'm not picky.
Alright, anyway, back to this. Okay, so I had some issues. I think I figured all my issues out. And when I first started the stream up, I was down here at this fuel tank outpost. The last stream, I had just cleared a plague heart out that was right here. Right now, I'm at my home base. My home base is Camp Kellenqua. And with Camp Kellenqua, I, what's it called? I forgot where I was going with that. But anyway, the first thing I'm going to do right now, I'm going to go to the bounty broker and get the... God damn it. Why is it doing this? This is kind of... Oh, goodness. Come on, man. Alright, hopefully it doesn't do this again. Alright. Okay. So, it's day 71. And I'm gonna go to the bounty broker right now. After I kill him. Oh my god, are you serious? Okay. Well, this kind of did not go according to plan. Let me see what I can do about this. I'm going to go run. I just had a horde of ferals spawn on me. This is one thing. If you're gonna have followers with pyro weapons, watch out, because they could hurt you a lot, which they just did to me.
Can bring out a lot of plague zombies.
Okay. Alright, now that that's out of the way, that was just ridiculous. But yeah, so, you know, Lethal Zone, you never know when.
Getting sick.
You never know what's gonna happen. I just had 3 ferals pop out of nowhere. Thankfully, I was here in a not relatively, I mean, I was at my home base. So, you know, that's almost as safe can get. And, alright. Yeah, okay. Anyway. After that little ambush, I'm going to just heal this guy. Get rid of the infection that he has right now. I don't want to heal him that way because I feel like that'd be a waste of meds. And I use the meds more so to make plague cure packs. And I don't want to, you know, waste it on anything else.
Gotta watch the noise.
So that might be wasteful for me to make that just now, but whatever. We are going to do what we want to do. Probably gonna. Alright, so I do have a free parking space right there. I'm going to take this out of here, put it in this. I might upgrade this to another Bandito. Why not? If I have the thingy, I will, but I don't know if I do. Double check the gas. It should. Oh gosh, I just wasted that. Ugh. I'm still not entirely used to using this Switch controller. This is what I got going on, Switch Pro controller, because I normally use a PS4 controller, but it had stick drift, and I tried to fix it, and when I took it apart and put it back together, I made it 100 times worse. Before it was like kind of unusable, but now it's just 100% unusable, so... Man, you couldn't have waited for me to leave before this. Damn it. No. Alright, whatever. I guess we're doing this then. Hopefully because... What is my morale? That's pretty low for me now. No, that's why. Because all of my usual things are not going. With this base, I use the kitchen to do slow cooker, grill stuff up, and prepare a feast. Okay, yeah, the siege is still just a minute. I'm expecting a feral to pop up. I'm expecting some bloaters and screamers.
You know, I'm actually doing all right here. You might be okay after
But
all.
That better be the end of him, or I'm gonna be pissed.
why are you gonna be pissed, man? It's okay. That guy has CQC, or close combat. I'm used to Metal Gear Solid. But whatever.
We made it. Nice work, people.
Yeah, that wasn't even that bad. Not bad at all. I couldn't really find anything. Alright, now, let's get to the bounty broker so I can get my Megalodon. It's a really cool looking car. It's a muscle car. Look at this guy. Alright. Should I grab some gas? Might as well. Can I put it? No. Well, I can do one at a time here. I'm gonna grab a gas can, and I'm gonna grab a toolkit because I do not like being in the middle of... I just don't like being far away from a safe area without either one of them. Because, you know, I mean, it's kind of harder to lose track of not having a gas can. But, you know, toolkit, you know, you could have a whole bunch of zombies just randomly jump on your car at once and rip it to shreds. And I did not grab it. I put it in the other car and I didn't take it out. There we go. And while we're at it, let's just put that into the rest of everything. Alright. Bounty broker. You know, originally I was gonna walk there, but I don't need to walk there. I can just drive there. Oh man, we got an infestation.
The way they remind me of the asshole I knew in high school. Fuck that guy.
That's cool. An asshole in high school reminds you of a bloater. I wonder how. Wonder what that really means. Like, what did he do? Was he just a big dude who farted a lot or something? That's my, oh wow, I am going the absolutely wrong direction. I was just driving. Having a good old time. But anyway, the car should spawn in a parking spot at my base, so that is where I'm gonna go. I'm a little surprised that I didn't hit that guy. I thought I was going to. The only crazy thing about driving in water is it sucks if you're going fast and you run into a bloater. That's tragedy right there. Such...
Make yourself at home.
Oh. I think you can hear my neighbor's motorcycle going off. 'Cause I can hear it. And it is pretty clear. So, if you hear a motorcycle right now, that's what's what. It's my neighbor. I'm wondering if he's going somewhere. That'd be pretty cool. Sounds like he's... I don't even know. Anyway.
Hello, my friend.
Let's talk
Could
bounties.
help on a rather urgent matter.
Okay, last time I was talking, I said I couldn't remember if I think I was talking about the bundle up. No, I wasn't. I don't remember what I was talking about. I was talking about whichever pack has the
Take care.
the crossbow that I'm using right now. Okay, yeah, the Stay Frosty pack. So the Stay Frosty pack is actually gone.
Use your help on a rather urgent matter.
The Stay Frosty pack's actually gone. So what's available right now is the Bundle Up pack, but that's gonna go away May 1st. Right now is the Trumbull Valley pack. I've already got all of these. I do not remember what you needed to do to get all of them. Pawn Shop pack is here. And then the Plunder pack just came back. But they did it accidentally. If anybody here watches Undead Labs stream, they said that there was a problem between the Xbox version and the PC version where they were having two different packs. The Critical Response pack was supposed to be the pack that they were intending to come back, and apparently they had done a lot of crazy new things, but they're probably going to bring that, who knows, maybe that'll be next month, so a couple weeks from now. But yeah, because of that, now they got the plunder pack is back, and you know, the coolest thing about the plunder pack, in my opinion, is the megalodon. So, but it has the megalodon, spyglass rifle, sea dog blunderbuss. I don't remember what these originally were. They were probably clothing. I know one of them is a hat. Another one, I think a bandana is another one of them. But yeah. So for this one, what you had to do was destroy 30 hordes, which is in lethal zone. That is easy to do. So for the other ones, kill 200 non-freaks with headshots. That's good. That could be easy to do as well. In fact, I might actually do that one next. 3 bloaters with shotguns, easy. Craft 6 first aid kits, easy. 20 zombies with blunt weapons, very easy. In fact, I might also do that one right now also, because the guy I'm using has striking. This one, kill 7 armored Zeds with explosives. Have teammate kill 10 Zeds grappled by you. Kill 1 armored Zed while crouched. That, you know, the hardest part of some of these are finding the enemies, but that's not so hard in lethal zone because they're like almost everywhere. So, I'm gonna get my megalodon. Where did it go? There it is. Huh. So I guess I didn't need an open parking spot. I thought you needed an open parking spot. Anywho, let me see. So yeah, and after you unlock it, you can buy another one for 1,500 influence. But I think the next one I will do will be this one, because I'll be able to get that in no time. Because I have a blunt weapon on me right now.
So, I guess it's time for me to clean up the mess you made while I was recovering, huh?
Alright. Well, that was my first plan of action. Second plan of action is just to continue with the looting, continue with what's it called? The destruction of plague hearts. I'm gonna wait for this to finish cooking. Once it's done, then I can get another one going. Alright. Let's do that one. Since I'm here, might as well check my farm, make sure it's doing the right thing. Yeah, it's doing the right thing. It's doing the right thing. Alright. But yeah, I only have 10 play cards left in my map. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Alright. The closest place, and the other thing I'm doing is looting everything. As you can see, almost everything has been looted. The only thing I have left are cars. I have a Pyrohawk. And that's because back when I made one of my first moves I originally started this community on Providence. And when I moved into the biggest base I moved to on Providence was oh god. I don't want to fight a feral right now. Because, I don't know, I'm not trusting the game right now. There might be more than one feral. Oh Jesus. The first place I moved to, or started out with, was Providence. And when I moved into the fire station, my team just got obliterated. And they from there during that I got separated from a vehicle, and I didn't really know. I knew less. Like, I don't know as much. I know more now than what I did back then, and I didn't really think about using scent blocks to, scent blocks and someone with marathon and stealth. I didn't think about running all the way across the map to find the car, which I totally could have done that. So instead, what I did was I sold a bunch of stuff that I had until I could call one of the Independence Day people. And from there, from calling the Independence Day people, I got the Pyrohawk, and it was good. And I ended up really liking the Pyrohawk. But at some point while I was doing this map, this lethal community, I lost my place and I didn't know where my vehicle went. So I guess the game kind of glitched on me and spawned me at my home camp and kept the car where I originally left off, where it was. And so I thought I lost the Pyro. I didn't think I lost the Pyrohawk. I did lose the Pyrohawk. I didn't know where it went. And I eventually found it again. So, and I apologize. You can probably hear my neighbor's motorcycle right now. But anyway, yeah, so I ended up finding the Powerhawk again. So my Powerhawk's over there. Someday, I don't know, since I'm doing this solo, because, it's, in my opinion, it's better solo. But someday I'll probably get some scent blocks and someone to run across the map to get my Pyrohawk. Because at this point, the now two vehicles that I really want to keep is the Megalodon and the Pyrohawk. And, oh shit, there's a horde right in front of me. That's a decent sized horde. What is that, 10 zombies, 12 zombies? It's hard to see. It's dark. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It's like, it's 10-ish. While they're over there, I'm going to loot this. There are only 2 things here, 2 areas and 2 things to loot. So maybe I'll get lucky.
All clear.
Oh shit, a plague heart was here. And I have not finished grabbing everything. I didn't know that. The more you know.
That's that. Next place?
Alright. Well, now he's exhausted. Okay. I have not been there yet. I have cleared half of that out. Maybe I'll go there next. But since this guy's fatigued now, I will switch him out. Don't know who I'm going to put in place of him. Maybe I'll get someone who actually needs something to level up. But alrighty. Okay. There's my Pyrohawk right there. I lost it for so long. I didn't know where it was for a few days. a friend. I didn't need to do that probably. That was probably overkill, but whatever. Oh, I should switch to another person who has striking so I can go more with this whole kill things with blunt objects.
Hey, you there?
Mysterious Wandering Trader. Oh, I think they're one of the ones that sell like the really good stuff. It does say it right there. Someone in town has some really good stuff. But I'm still gonna switch this guy out. I wonder, it's not the rare skills. I wonder what they could have. I wonder. Who do I have? Someone else who has striking. I should probably go with her. Because she also needs to level up her wits. But hey, how you doing? Alright, so there's my plague cure. And I will use this and this just because I like to sell the strong painkillers, but I don't sell them so much since I've been getting more into what's it called? Crafting bulk cures. It makes less sense, or it makes more sense to sell the bulk cures versus the other things. But oh, what do you mean by problems? Yeah, I'm doing good, doing great. I worked earlier actually today. All I did today was work, and then after I worked, I was testing out some streams because I was having some issues with my stream being all choppy. But it seems all good now. Let me know if it looks all weird or if it gets choppy. That would be great. But whatever you mean by problems, I don't really think I'm having too many problems. All right. Yeah, what I was just doing right now. The Mysterious Wandering Trader, I think they show up once randomly on one of the days of the weekends. And that just happened now for me. I think I've only had it one time before. And I think I just heard Juggernaut. I think I got it one time before, and I might have gotten the biochem station from it. Whatever it was quite helpful. Oh, darn it. I can't cut through there. Alright. Oh my gosh, my driving is atrocious. I just want to find this guy. The nice thing is, when you do get close to them, sometimes you can kind of guess. You can kind of guess where they're at. Okay, I'm not paying attention to the road a whole lot. Let me... Alright, hold on. Okay. Yeah, on the harder difficulties, it seems like the mysterious ones and the rare ones hardly ever show up. Like, you can see this is, I'm trying to go for 100 days in lethal, and, oh, hold up.
Uh-oh.
I thought I had, oh, never mind. I thought this was where I had a friendly enclave. I was about to be upset because they were given some experience. But anyway, yeah, I'm on like day 70 right now, and I have only seen, oh, that was lucky. I didn't think he was going to be there. What do you have, Snake?
Okay, let's see what you've got.
Yeah, sure.
All right. I should buy all 3 of these things. And I should buy these too, because I don't have a Timberwolf. I think that the Timberwolf is the 150 cal that can be automatic. I want to buy it all. I wish I had more influence. Now I gotta go. Oh wait, no, it was the B50FG. The B50FG is the one that's automatic. Yeah. Since I've been in lethal zone so long, I honestly try to only really use crossbows. I don't even really use, silenced weapons. I've only recently started to, and the only reason I recently started to is because of the, the echo weapons. How the Trumbull Valley pack came back. Is that what it's called? I can't remember what it's called. But you know, all the echo weapons, because I really wanted the echo shotgun since it's silenced, and yeah. But anyway.
Let's trade, okay?
Okay.
Yeah, I want to buy like almost everything this guy has. I can't remember if I have a BML 40. But yeah, the Desert Eagle is... Yeah, no, I can't actually. I don't have enough influence for it all. The only things I could pass on is the light vehicle, light and heavy. I want a medium one, but yeah, I kind of wanted to get the training manuals just because there's some characters that I would want to switch up. I might just end up buying probably. Well, I can only buy one of them now. Let me go back to base. It's nice that they spawned close to my base. But before I go, I'm going to repair my vehicle. I really wonder if I'm gonna get... There's a glitch that I don't know if anyone else knows about, but it happens when you repair your vehicles. And it's the most frustrating glitch that I know of. It hasn't done it in a while, but when it does it, I hate it. Wait, so have you tried lethal? There's a feral. Hopefully it's just one feral. Oh gosh, I wasn't even paying attention to my gas. There's a bloater. There's a tree. There's another tree. And another tree. I understand. I was at first apprehensive about even trying lethal, or not lethal, nightmare, before lethal was a thing. You honestly do get used to it, and you have to be in the right frame of mind, I guess you would say. It's like, I don't know, you gotta be prepared for things like this. Like, there's 3 blood screamers right there. And
That won't work.
I don't know. I've had a couple times where I've had my communities almost wiped out. I think one of the key things about playing... Oh shit, I was not paying attention. I think one of the key things about playing lethal is to go slow. Like, especially when you're first starting out, because if you rush it, you're gonna just get destroyed.
Gotta stay away from that crowd.
Because right now, this is, day 70 for me. At this point, I have found the good things, and to make it easier, like, now, for me to take out plague hearts, it's pretty easy because I found the biochem station. But before, the safest way that I knew of to take care of plague hearts was to use someone with that I still have her. She's a pretty early member of mine. She's not one of my starting people. I think all my starting people have died, but I do know that she honestly might have been like my 4th person or 5th person ever. But anyway, she has programming, and with that, the drone strikes on the plague hearts. That's what I think is the best. And if you can look in the background, you can see all of my gravestones. I honestly don't know how many people I have had died, but maybe around 10. I'm not quite sure. But let's switch to this. I just need a blunt weapon. But no, yeah, for the longest time, I didn't even play Nightmare Zone. And I don't even think I've ever beaten it on Nightmare. Oh, yeah. Okay. Call Meds Trader. Oh no. I don't want to do that. Don't want to do that. Do I have something to sell?
The base is looking good. It would be even better with access to water.
Alright. Alrighty. Mm-mm. Okay, let me see. Let me think. So I can't buy everything. I want to buy everything, but I can't. There's a bloater right there. And a juggernaut. Which I'm not trying to deal with them right now. Oh, I could have actually grabbed some of the strong painkillers I had to sell them. Let's see if all these people are gonna follow. Yep. Of course. Hopefully I can get the feral. Cool. What's up? I am just trying to buy some stuff from that trader. I haven't decided what. I'm not going to be able to buy everything. I need to pick something. I'm not quite sure what. I might actually go with that one, the B50FG, just because I don't have that. And maybe a one of those training manuals, but I don't know what I have to make a choice.
Okay, let's see what you've got.
Yeah, sure.
I don't really want the launcher. Yeah, I'm gonna get the B50FG. Because yep, it has auto fire. So, you know. When did I start streaming? Pretty recently, actually. I kind of did it off and on. I never really. Oh, nah, we hit day 72. I did it not too seriously. I didn't really know how to do it. The problem with me is if you can't tell by the way I talk or whatever, I'm kind of scatterbrained. It's hard for me to stay on point. So, you know, I kind of didn't really think I could do streaming, but, you know, I just said, hey, why not? It's easy. Well, no, it's not easy. It's not easy. It's easy to do. It's hard to actually have people want to listen to you and whatnot, you know. But yeah, when did I start streaming? I did stream a little bit back in January, not too seriously. I think I only ended up with 1 follower, and then now I literally yesterday was the first day, or no, the day before yesterday was the first time I streamed in a couple months. So, yep, there's your answer. Sorry if it was a long answer, but okay. Let me get back to what I was doing.
How about we see what we've got?
Okay.
No. I want one of the manuals, but I don't know if I don't know which one to choose. I don't know. I might just pass because I don't know if I can deal with this decision. In the meantime, I'll take care of that infestation. I think one of the biggest problems I have. Yes, I have played Daybreak. In fact, I just recently unlocked all of the facilities. In fact, I have 2 of them built in my camp. I'll show you in a second. Let me just get somewhere safe. Yeah, but I had just recently got all the unlocks for it. I'm just hiding up here. But yeah, I have the Red Talon Watchtower and the Red Talon Workshop. I bought all the prefabs because unlocking everything in Daybreak, you have, I don't even know how long it takes, but it feels like I did it forever. I also just recently got the achievement for opening 255 Clio drops. So, yeah. Daybreak, I like it. It definitely could be better, though. Is there like a little horde down there? Okay. How the hell did that get up there? I swear, some of the glitches in this game, that should not have spawned up here.
Take out a zombie problem.
Heart to heart. I think that's take out a play card. Yeah, it is take out a play card. I wonder if they'll actually stay though. Oh wait, no, I think I'm already friends with, or yeah, it says allies. Anyway. Let me see if I can just... Now, I like Daybreak, though. It's good. It does get repetitive. It gets repetitive like crazy. But... of course, there was a feral. Oh gosh. That swung too far. I didn't mean to go that. No, yeah, it's good though. It's not the best, but it's good. I like it. I just wanted to clear out this infestation. And the Megalodon's about to go. I need to fix it real quick. That was pretty fast. Seems like the Bandito takes a lot more hits than this. Oh yeah. It kind of, yeah, it kind of sucks how it, I wish it was like better. And I mean, it's fun, I think, but it definitely could be better. And yeah, it took a while. 16 things, damn. I think I'm gonna go take out a plague heart for these people. I already have my cure. I'm gonna grab a scent block. Might as well grab some Willy Pete's just because. I'm gonna craft some mods real quick. Yeah, I did play Heartland. I did beat it too. It's did you play it? Oh, I mean, yeah, did you kind of try to... Did you play the first Day of Decay at all? Because the first Day of Decay, they kind of build on the story, or try to build on the story, State of Decay 1. I mean, you played this, so you know, State of Decay 2 has, like, next to no story. There is, like, some type of lore thing if you, like, go on a wiki and look, but, like, essentially there's no story. And, I should probably grab a toolkit. Yeah, it just leaves off. I think you play... It depends on who you started as, because there's a possibility of, like, 3 different starting characters. Okay, yeah. So, State of Decay 1 did have more of a story, and Heartland goes back to Trumbull Valley, which is where it takes place. And it's pretty nostalgic if you did play State of Decay 1 and you liked it. But, yeah, what was I up to? Oh, yeah, toolkit.
I'm a little full at the moment.
Why are you here? This is a safe zone. Oh, well, that would help. I don't need to carry that weapon with me. Yeah, the thing about Heartland that I personally don't like is there's no normal zombies in it. All of the zombies are plague zombies. And, like, yeah, it makes it interesting, I guess, but, like, I don't know. I need more variety. Like, even with Lethal Zone, the one thing I don't like about Lethal Zone, and if they do make another difficulty, which they probably could, I would like there to be a mode where you get a little bit of everything, every type of zombie. Like, right now in Lethal Zone, you know, there's no normal, like, look, there's three plague bloaters right there. But anyway, you don't see any normal freaks anymore. And I just don't really like that. Even in Dread Zone. Have you played Dread Zone? Or what's the highest difficulty in State of Decay 2 that you've played? Because the first difficulty I played, Okay, yeah. Dread Zone was the first difficulty that I played, and I don't think there are any normal juggernauts in it. I think all the juggernauts in Dread Zone are plague juggernauts. And you know, the only time I would ever see normal juggernauts is if I was playing Daybreak. So I don't know. But yeah, it does. See, the thing with juggernauts, the easiest way to take care of them is to just use a 50 cal weapon. Climb up on something high and shoot them. That's it. But yeah, if they make more of a, I don't know if tailor-made or some type of more customizable experience.
I'm exhausted.
Oh, come on. Alright, well, I don't like this about the Megalodon. You can't. Okay, there it goes. Come on. Yeah, true. Because why would they go away? Just because. What would make them go away? You know? They should still be there. So. Alright. Alright, yeah, she does follow. Yeah, I don't know. And see, the other thing is, like, you know, plague bloaters and stuff like that. I don't know if the plague bloater gas is still flammable for plague bloaters. I think it is.
Otherwise, how could I call
I honestly haven't tried it out because I don't really like being around plague bloaters. Because, you know, that's just, if you're close enough and you can't get out of it, that's instant death.
That's terrific.
Alright. God, I haven't driven this car in so long in this, and the handling kind of sucks. But yeah, now Dread Zone was what I started out on, and at some point I decided to go Nightmare. And I mean, if you're only playing on Dread Zone right now, you shouldn't jump into Lethal. You should play Nightmare at least a little bit. Because I think the only... I knew all the differences, but I kind of forgot them. But, like, the differences with Lethal is, you know, obviously the Plague Freaks. And then... Blood Plague kills you in 5 minutes. Zombies all hit harder. Vehicles get destroyed very quickly. What else? What else is there? They actually didn't change the difficulty of hostile enclaves because they felt that hostile enclaves were already hard enough, which I agree with that. So, because like even now, like if I have to deal with a hostile enclave now, I don't even do it. I just throw some zombie at it. This would be cool. if
Oh,
there's...
this place is just awful.
Nope, there's one right there.
Brainless coming in.
Of course.
I've got to keep that one down.
More brainless. Every direction.
Oh, that's too many. That's too many for me. I'm gonna throw a scent block on.
No more of that.
I'm not trying to deal with that mess.
I need to slow down.
It's funny. They're all chasing her instead of me.
Run or fight. Run or fight.
The scent block lasts for 5 minutes, so that should be enough to, oh gosh, that's a lot. Alright. We should be goodish. I think. Alright. Okay. Yeah, with the biochem station, this is how simple it makes it to take out play cards. So normally I would use a road flare, but I only have firecrackers left. So she's probably gonna punch at it, you know.
That really hurt it. I think it's almost down. This plague card can't hurt us anymore.
Is that a feral? Oh god, it was. Okay, yeah. Oh. Run away! Alright. I think it's when it says to report back to her. But she's right here.
Plague zombies are giving me something really nasty.
Oh yeah, and in Dread Zone, you know, when you take out a plague heart, it kills all the plague zombies around you. Not in Lethal. I think it does it in Nightmare too. Where once you kill a plague heart, all the plague zombies instantly die. Not in Lethal. But, yeah. Alright, let's see what she has to say. You appreciate my help.
I know I don't say it often, but you're doing great out there.
I didn't even get anything? Come on. I almost died for you. Whatever. Beggars can't be choosers. Alright, so now where? I would like to try to get the stuff from that, but, you know, that might not be the greatest idea considering I at least know there's a feral there. So I'm probably just gonna wait a little, then come back to it. Hopefully I don't forget about it though, which it's always a very good possibility that I will forget. This person's exhausted now. see what you have to. Do you have anything worth buying?
Good to see you're still upright.
Not really. But let me see. So now I have 9 more play cards to take out. I kind of... I don't want to swoop through them all. I think this is the place where that heart just... Yeah, that was the place where the heart just was. So I need to go back there and get everything from it. Is that... Yep. Alright. Okay. I think I will now switch to... Who do I want to be? Maybe I should be him.
We got a horde wandering in. No big deal, just letting you know.
Yeah, I'll probably switch to him just so I can level him up. He's not maxed out yet. Might as well.
I hope everyone's ready for a long
Yeah. I didn't intentionally do that just now, but this is also a exploit of some sorts. If you're at one of your outposts and you get the mission for zombie threat at home, if you switch... Oh, when did that pop up? And when did that get worse? Anyway.
right now.
If the zombie threat mission pops up while you're away, you can, while you're away at an outpost, switch to another character at that outpost, and then it'll activate it. It's kind of a, exploit, because it basically does it without you really having to fight anything. Like, if I don't get back to my base in 30 seconds, when I do get back, there's going to be no zombies. And I'm going to have this pop up here until I go back there, and it'll say to clear out the remaining zombies. So, and that's because there's like a safety ring or whatever. Zombies only spawn around your active character. So right now, there's absolutely no zombies spawning over there, even though that says there's a thing right there. I mean, that most likely is there. But there's no zombies spawning right here. So wait, no, I want to keep that marked, so I don't forget. I need to get some stuff. Okay. I'm good on gas, good on all that. Ugh, this sucks. I really want to get back to that house to get the stuff, because I'm afraid I might forget about it. But I also am not trying to get destroyed by things. Because I don't know where that feral went. Because after I beat the thing, the plague heart summoned a feral. Or spawned a feral. But I don't know where he is. Okay. Let's just go slow. Yeah, this is what I was talking about. You gotta go slow.
This place is certainly empty.
Go slow and be mindful of the noise you're making. Which I just made a lot of noise. I just made a whole hell of a lot of noise. That's alright, meds, that's good. Splitting them all, the rest of it's okay.
If only I had room for it.
I really want to jump out the window to get to the bottom because I don't feel like walking that far. Oh, is that what I think? It is what I think it is. Anyway. Okay. So how long have you been playing State of Decay? Yeah. Alright. Yeah, this is another house where it was already pre-looted.
I can't catch my breath. I need a rest.
I wonder which door they're busting at.
Well, everything seems calm here.
They're gonna get through eventually. Okay.
Oh yeah, I rock.
Yeah, I started playing it back, I think I bought it on Steam sale. That's why I played through Steam. I think I bought it during the last summer sale for Steam. And I've been playing it a lot ever since. I think I have, at this point, like 370 hours in it. Across multiple communities. Oh, come on. Yeah, there's like a mega horde right there. I think they call them mega hordes. It's when, it's a horde that has one of every type of freak in it. So, they kind of really suck on Lethal Zone. To have a blood juggernaut, a blood feral, you know, the screamers and the bloaters are manageable, but the other two, ugh. Ooh, what was that? I just had a screen glitch.
Not sure I'm gonna make it out of here.
Okay. I thought I could do it. I was wrong.
Thing up.
And there's a screamer.
A while there. Thought we'd had it. Now fuck it up.
Alright. There's a screamer somewhere. Yeah, there it goes.
Survival instinct is a powerful thing, even stronger than the undead.
Oh.
Please don't let me be getting sick.
I don't know. I'm going to go take out some infestations now. Probably gonna leave the Megalodon here. Do I have stuff in here? I need... Ugh. Yeah, that was close. I thought I could take it on. Obviously, I was wrong. At least he didn't kill me, because there have been times in this lethal community where I literally just had one guy like ripped to shreds instantly by some feral, and that really sucked. The only reason why it didn't suck was because he had a really bad trait, and I think he was an irritable person. I think that's what his trait was. Whatever it was, you know, it was not great that he died, but I'm not gonna say it wasn't bad. You get my drift. Like, I could do without him. And that guy was one of my starting community members. The thing that really sucks about this is, this community that I have. I mean, it's not the community that sucks, it's what had happened. Back when I was in the Providence map, I moved to like the fire station on Providence, and while I was there, my team just got obliterated by one of those massive hordes that I pointed out. And one of my starting people had the skill of driving, and normally, like in Dread Zone, driving doesn't really matter a whole lot. But in Lethal, that's like one of the best skills. Because the driving skill, if you don't know, makes your vehicles more fuel efficient, and they also take, that's a loader. Not going near you. It makes it more fuel efficient, and also there's another bloater. Come on, man. Why so many bloaters? Driving makes your cars more fuel efficient, and they can also take more damage before they get destroyed. And I was really not happy when I had that person die. In fact, I've had 2 people who had driving as a 5th skill, and they both died. So, not the greatest. And if you can see, if you don't know, the back of your vehicle doesn't take damage. So that's why you see me backing into a lot of zombies. Because, you know, right there. Well, did I just miss a bloater? I mean, I'm not upset about missing a bloater. Yeah, it does. Yeah. I'm gonna take out that next. I thought I did more to that other infestation, but I guess I didn't. Okay. Where is it? Where is it? Alright. Okay. I got that out of the way. I'm going to go to the bounty broker. Oh gosh. Really? Fuck, there's a bloater. I swear, man. I think the two most common ways I have died in Lethal, or just in this game in general. Well, in this game in general, the number one way I have died has been ferals. Ferals has probably been the number one cause of death of my people in this whole game. But after that, since Lethal came out, another big cause of death for my people have been blood bloaters. Because they're just, if you get into a cloud of like 3 of them at once, that's like instant death. So, ugh. Yeah, once you get the hang of ferals, though, although 3 ferals at one time is still hard.
Hello, my friend. We have bounties in quite a wide variety indeed.
Alright, let's do... Kill 1 armored Zed while crouched. 6 aid kits. Have teammate killed 10 Zeds grappled by you. Armored Zeds with explosives. 20 with blades. I'll probably do the headshot one next.
Fine plan of action.
I'm not going too crazy about trying to get all of the bounties done, because you know they were in one of the updates. I don't remember which update it was. That was when they made the recurring things, because you can see I've already completed these before, and you know the clothing ones, they just give you more influence the second time you do it. Unlock it. What do I want? I don't want to take out more. I'm trying to like pace myself on taking out plague hearts. I'm a little weary about going to that place because I have a feeling there's just going to be a bunch of things spawning around there. Because something I've kind of noticed in this map, or at least just for me, that there's a lot of things spawning around here. And I'm not really feeling. Is that a? Nope. Oh, and there's a juggernaut. Time to leave. Oh, come on. Get off of my car. And there's a feral. Just ripped my door off.
I found some useful things while I was out.
Usually when I have my door ripped off, I fix it right away because there's another mega horde. I fix it right away because a zombie can just jump right on you and pull you out while you're driving. Which, that's not fun. Not fun at all. God damn, is that another juggernaut? Shit, it is. What to do? I shouldn't stay here. It's not safe. There's another feral. Ugh. I need to stop somewhere remotely safe so I can at least get my vehicle back to snuff. Come on, you can do it. You can do it. Oh man. I have an enclave over here. It's only an enclave of one person. All their other people have died because, you know, they got screwed over. Because I'm about to run out of gas. Day 72, alright. So I have survived 71 full days. To put that in perspective, I think one full day cycle in this game is 90 minutes. And 60 of those minutes is nighttime, which sucks. And the other 30 is daytime. The reason why I say it sucks is because, you know, the game's harder at night, but it's also just hard to see. This game is like, that's a big issue I have. I just think the game is too dark. I understand making the game tougher at nighttime, but like, it's just hard to see.
Congrats. You're still alive.
Yep. Alright. Yeah, I really hate it. It's like it just makes it a little less enjoyable because you can't see anything. Which I don't know if Undead Labs knows that that's a thing that people complain about. It's a complaint of mine, 100%. That it's just too dark at nighttime. It kind of makes me want to do the mod to make it daytime all the time. Because, I don't know, it's just a nice looking game. Yeah. Yeah, like, I don't understand why does it have to be 30-60. 45-45 would be fine. It'd be fair. But 45 or 30-60, like, come on.
Falling apart.
Oh gosh, my car is about to blow up. I need to get to my outpost quickly.
Plague zombies in all directions. Better be careful.
Nope, that might not be. Oh no. I am on a fine line right now. I have an outpost right here. Yeah, I don't know. It'd be really neat if State of Decay 3 has like some weather and a different type of nighttime, daytime thing. I'm kind of really hoping that State of Decay 3 does something with weather. I think that'd be pretty cool if they did that. But I don't know. I don't know if that's ambitious for them. I honestly don't even know what State of Decay 3 will be like. Like, this is the type of game that honestly probably has some type of potential to be an MMO of sorts. But I don't know if they would go that route. Undead Labs is keeping their mouth shut about everything about State of Decay 3. The only thing we know about State of Decay 3 is, zombie deer. That's all we know. But no, I think it'd be really cool if they did some weather system with State of Decay 3. Is that a feral? I think I hear a feral. Nope, I don't. It's just a normal zombie. But, yeah. Yeah. The other thing is, if there's snow, it would actually make it more visible at night because snow brightens up everything. So, I don't know. Yeah. I think it would be neat. And, I don't know. It just depends on how crazy they're going to get with it. Like, they could, I don't know, make some type of hunting feature or something where, you have to kill animals, but, not all the animals are safe to eat because, zombie deer. So, and also keeping, I don't know. There's just a lot they could think about with it. What was I doing? I don't even know what I'm doing right now. Oh, okay, I know. I want to loot that place. Okay, I don't want to ride. I want to drive. Yeah, I know. It's true. Like, it's just, I don't even know what time of year this game is supposed to be. It's probably supposed to always be summer or something. And, it'd be good if I was looking when I was driving. But, yeah, it's just kind of, it gets stale with it's always being the same scenery. Yeah. Yeah, it's just... Yeah, it'd be nice if there was a little bit more variety of weather. I don't know, who knows? Maybe they'll do it. It'd be pretty cool. Come on.
I hope nothing hurt that.
Yeah, I hope nothing hurt it either. Oh. Okay. Oh shit. Run away. Jesus Christ. Yeah, no. Abort. I mean, you kind of would think they would, just because of the announcement trailer for State of Decay 3. Like, how are you gonna show a snowy terrain and not do something with it? And of course, there's 3 bloaters. One thing I will say that I really like about the blood bloaters is that they're easy to see, especially at night. Cause the normal bloaters, it is so easy to accidentally drive right into them because they don't glow like these ones do. So, alright.
Well, that's the last of them.
Wonderful.
What time is it? Oh damn, it's getting pretty, not pretty late, but what to do. There's still the screamer there. Maybe I'll take another play card just because.
Okay, move along. Let's see here.
Because I would like to move maps again. But before I move the map, I want to loot everything on here. Which I'm not too far away from doing that. I've got everything over here is looted. That's all looted. There's just that house over there and that shed. Almost everything's gone. That's like my goal that I've given myself is I want to loot every building and get rid of all the play cards and then move maps. And I think I might go to Drucker next because I want to move into the Knight's Family Inn. Because I want to try to get see if I can attempt to get a morale boost to not over, but to 100, the max level. I'll take some scent blocks. I don't know if you can hear it, but I think my neighbor's playing music right now. I hear something. Yeah, my neighbor's playing music or something. Okay, cool. That's nice to know. Yeah, he's doing something. He does that occasionally. It's whatever, though. I will now grab, I think I'm good. Got everything I need for this. Just need my car. Yeah, you should sell them, but and if you, I don't know, were you looking at my inventory? Because I do have a lot of things that I don't use. You should sell them up, like, either sell them or use them for parts. Because, for example, hunting, it says it right there. If you salvage a hunting crossbow, you get 75 parts. But, you know, sometimes it's worth more in influence to sell it to other enclaves. I don't really remember off the top of my head how much, like, what would be better. Yeah, you should really sell all the close combat ones because all of them, yeah, you're right. All of them gives you one part, so that's just not worth it at all. And, you know, it's too not worth the time and effort. If you see, I got quite a bit of things now, and because I have, I'm gonna get to a safe spot so I don't get ambushed by something while I'm talking. What was I saying? The Red Talon Workshop. If you have this, it passively repairs weapons, and it also gives you something else. I can't remember where I was going with that, but yeah. because I have that Red Town workshop, if I have things that get broken now, I just leave it in there, and over time they fix themselves, and I don't have to spend the parts for it. But, like, yeah, I should really end up selling a lot of these things. Heavy weapons are usually worth a lot of parts, which is nice. Like, I think this sledgehammer is one that's has a decent, 50 parts for a sledgehammer. And I got like 3 right there. So, yeah, no. And the other thing is selling mods too, because mods are actually worth quite a bit of influence. If you have duplicate mod, you could sell them off, or if you have a mod that you know you're not going to use, you could sell it off. Like, what's one? For example, me, I have an outpost that gives me power. That's how my base is getting power. And the way my base is getting water is because of Camp Kellenquah. It has a built-in old well, which I just have to activate it. So, because of that, like, water cooler mods, right now, with my current base setup, they're worthless to me. I won't use these. Honestly, I should sell them. But, I don't know. I guess I'm just lazy or something. So, but yes. You should sell things that you don't use. Especially in Lethal. Because in Lethal, you're, like, starved for everything. I mean, 70% of the buildings in Lethal are pre-looted.
Better be careful.
This is something I always do. I don't know if you've noticed it. But as soon as I get to a place that I'm driving to, I usually look around and see if it's safe before I get out of the car. And then I make the judgment. I'm really hoping there's nothing inside here. Maybe I should just use the scent block already. Damn it.
Okay, time for a close encounter.
Because usually there are zombies inside. Oh, well that's nice. It's right there. Is there a window behind me? Okay, yeah. What I'm going to do is, once I destroy it, I'm just going to jump out the window. What survivors do I want to recruit? As far as, what do you mean by which survivors? Like, what skills do I think they should have? Like, what are the best skills for them?
Fire in the hole! That works great. Lay her down.
Oh, well, that only took 3. What the hell? Hey, how you doing? The best skills. You know what? Let me drive away and get to safety before I get distracted. Yes, you can. You can teach them. Let me head over to my outpost and I'll show you. That's good. That is wonderful. Alright, let me see. Well, Nightmare... Do you know the big differences between Lethal and Nightmare? And to answer your question about the skills, starting out, it honestly depends on what difficulty you're playing in. In Lethal Zone, I feel like starting skills... my controller keeps doing this. Starting skills for Lethal, I think computers is definitely one of the ones, just so you can end up getting the programming skill. And then Programming, gardening, and meds. The medical one. Those are pretty important ones. And if they only have 4 skills, they don't have a 5th skill, you can use a book that you find, and they look like these. There's one for chemistry, craftsmanship, gardening. This is a special one, the driving one. For the Clio drops, what do you mean? But yeah, the driving textbook is one that I bought from one of those the rare skills traders. Are you talking, when you say Clio drops, do you mean when you do, like say you have a Clio relay to get one of the Clios to do a supply drop? Oh. No, that's for the drone strikes. For the high computer skills. Right here. So, for drone hacking. So, yeah. Yeah. Now, I didn't know if you were talking about using the Clio relay that you get from unlocking everything in Daybreak. Oh wow, the house actually has stuff in it too. I was gonna take out one more play card before. One more. Actually, before what? I don't even know. Where is it? Where? Yeah. In Providence, the, what's it called? Rosie's Truck Stop or something like that. It's like the closest base to the starting base in Providence, and there is a Clio drop that you have to clear. And yeah, you do need someone who has computer skills to clear it, but if you don't have someone, and like say you started a fresh community in Providence and you move there, you could just use more labor, and I think it's louder. It might attract more zombies, but they will, they can clear it. But I think you also, if you have someone with programming, I think they actually will get more items for you when you clear it using that person.
I wonder if somebody just beat me to this one.
Honestly, that's the only base that I know of that has a Clio drop. There might be more, but that's the only one off the top of my head that I can think of. I mean, I'm sure there's more. Providence, the 2 maps that I've played the most on is Providence and... Oh, yeah. Oh, shit. Oh, no, I didn't look before getting out of the car. Damn it. And there's a bloater there, too. Fuck. There was a bloater there. At least I thought there was. Anyway. Yeah, I think I started trying to do... When I did this is my first lethal. I still haven't beaten lethal. And, I started doing this community kind of not intentional to be long-term, but it ended up being long-term. And when I first started this map, I started with fresh characters, fresh random characters. The only thing that sucked was one of my first characters had the driving skill and they got killed. That was horrible. So no, but if you're building your characters, I would definitely have someone who has computers upgraded all the way to programming. Just so, in my opinion, it's the safest way to get rid of, until you find the biochem station. Unless you're going to go into lethal with your items. Or, I don't know. It depends on what you're going to do. Yeah, those are both good ones. Which branch did you choose for the medic? Because the medic that I have, I went pathology with him. And I chose pathology just because they extract more. Yep. They extract more plague samples, which is, what you need. Yeah, and then after that, like this isn't a safe place for me to show you, but okay. This is my programmer. This guy is pharmacology. I wanted pharmacology because initially the way I was making influence was by selling strong painkillers. And I was doing that easily because this is my leader. My leader is a trader, so I had the trade depot. So I would just call in the med trader and then buy up all the med rucksacks and then sell them off. This guy is cuisine. This guy is agriculture. When it comes to agriculture versus herbalism, agriculture is better in my opinion. This guy was some random guy who I picked up. He originally only had 4 skills, and then I taught him lichenology. My trader is the auto mechanic. This person was also someone random. I'm not too crazy about this person, but she has nutrition, so, and I couldn't teach her anything else. And then this guy, same deal. I randomly picked him up, and he has acting. So the only real good thing that he does is give me 10% influence. And then her, I needed utilities early on, and I can't remember why. And then between electrical and plumbing, I chose electrical just so I could possibly make an electrical or solar array. But I would have to either move base, which I do plan on doing eventually, because on this map, if you can't, oh geez, that's a lot. 2 screamers and 2 hordes. Anyway, on this map, I have most of the places looted. A lot of them looted, actually. And, yeah. I lost my train of thought. Anyway. I should go drop all this junk off real quick. But, let me go back to my characters. real quick. Yeah. Yeah, but anyway, I mean, I could clear this out, put a solar array there. I didn't realize until pretty recently, I think actually yesterday, that I could get this if I had a solar array. So I don't know, I might actually build a solar array. Haven't decided if I'm going to do it yet. And then, I already showed you him, he's my pathologist, so. Why are they doing this? What did I do? What did I do? Oh shit.
Now tell me we're straight.
Oh god damn it. Well, that ain't good. I'm gonna drive this. I have an enclave right here.
Damn, that thing's fast.
Of course, there's a feral. Yep, and that's why I say you should have
Hi, come on in.
a toolkit on hand. I was not looking at the screen. God damn it.
Wouldn't mind some sniper support on me.
Of course. Where did this come from? Jesus. All right. Oh no, they're probably killing that guy. I should run away so they don't kill him.
Damn zombies would make me sick.
So they don't take him out.
That's a bad way to die.
Oh fuck, I forgot that that's broken. Shit. Alright, well this isn't good. Do I have any firecrackers? No, I don't. Alright, let me think. Oh god, I didn't even notice that he's fatigued. That ain't good.
I need to finish that one.
Alright.
I don't think I can go much longer without a rest.
I need to head home. You take care, okay?
Alright. Who to choose? Who to choose? I'll probably go with her. Yeah. Are you talking about when you just switch the difficulty? Like, say you're in Dread Zone or you're in Nightmare right now, or Dread Zone, and you just use the sliders. It basically just resets the whole map, and you keep everything in your base. You keep everything in your base, and whatever they're holding, they do keep. You also keep. I think you also keep the vehicles that are parked in your parking spots. And this is the same if you switch maps. It's essentially just switching maps, but also changing the difficulty. Oh no. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, whatever they were holding, they keep. That's horrible. That's tragic. How many days in were you before you switched, or when you got the legacy? Yeah, that's what. Okay, yeah, my Dread Zone. I actually still have my Dread Zone community. I didn't beat it because that was the first one that I kind of played for a long period of time, but I think right now I think I have like 26 days on my Dread Zone. This is now easily my longest community, and I have 7. I think I'm on the 72nd day. When I started this stream, I was at the 71st stream, 71st stream, no, the 71st day, and then like 2 days ago I was at 70. So. Yeah, no. And the thing is, sometimes you can't get them back, the special guns. The only way, depending on what guns you're talking about, you would have to hopefully it's one you could get from the bounty broker. If that was it, that'd be great. That's a 50 cal, right? Yeah, that's lucky. Something to take out juggernauts with. Oh god. That's a very fast moving horde. Oh god, what is it? Is it a feral? I know there were ferals there.
I don't get myself checked out might not be a bad idea.
Nah, it's really nice when you can just have 50 cal weapons and put them on your community members and then just have them protect your base. It'd be even nice if you had a whole bunch of B50 FGs, because then they have automatic. They have unlimited automatic 50 cal at their disposal. I think that's what I'm going for right now. The 200 non-freak zombie kills with headshots. The spyglass rifle or whatever. Let me think. Yeah, if you do that, oh yeah, that's what I'm going for right now. You can't see it because my face is in the way, but one of the active bounties I got going, that's a feral. I just heard a feral. Where are you? I don't know where it went. Anyway. Yeah, you can't see it because my face is in the way, but one of my bounties right now is for taking out 200. I did not realize I did 27. 27. Whoa. Oh, wait. I didn't grab a toolkit. Unless I had a toolkit on me and I didn't. But yeah, no. For your question about trade values, if it's a luxury item, just go ahead and sell it. There's literally no point to keeping any luxury item. The only luxury item that there is kind of a point to keeping is plague cures. Or bulk plague cures, and the reason why they're worth keeping, is you can break them down into multiple plague cures. But everything else you should just get rid of. Yeah, no, but the spyglass rifle, or whatever it's called, I have that unlocked on my Dread Zone map. I don't have it unlocked on this. Oh yeah, here. While I'm here, I can show you. I got the Clio core to make the Clio relay, the Red Town bunk room. I think, yeah, right there, 5 beds, but it gives you a morale penalty, and then the officer quarters. If I had enough room in my base, I would build this.
I'm kind of amazed by how much we've already accomplished.
And I need food pretty bad. I'm pretty low on food. I'm actually kind of low on plague samples, too. Yeah, the other bounties I have active right now is kill 70 zombies with a heavy weapon. Oh gosh, where's that feral? There's 3 of them, or 2 of them. I'm not trying to mess with that.
We just spotted zombies shambling toward base. Shouldn't be a problem, though.
Oh, are you serious? It didn't put my doors back on. Well, at least I can drive it. Man, it must have been really messed up if the doors didn't get repaired. Or if this is a glitch. I think this is a glitch. This does not look normal. Should I waste a should I waste a repair kit to see if this is normal? Because I don't think it's normal. Oh gosh. What is going on with my car? Okay, well, my doors are back. That's all I really care about. Because I'm not trying to get pulled out while driving. Especially by a feral. Oh, that's horrible. That's the worst. Okay. Let me see. What else do I want? I think I'm good. I was going to take out another plague heart. I don't have a whole lot left on this map. I do still have to loot that building though. The one where that other plague heart was. I think, yeah, it's right here.
God, I am so sick of plague zombies. And I'm out.
Oh, well, that ain't good.
Last one left. How would I get this job again?
Hopefully there's none in here, cause I don't feel like dealing with that. Oh, right there. And now there's probably a bunch more. They probably all just spawned. Yep. Oh,
That cloud smells nasty.
oh, there's the bloater cloud.
Fire in the hole! That sure left a mark.
Alright. It most likely just spawned a feral, because they usually do. Unless this is one instance where they don't. But I would be more so. I'd be more surprised if a feral does not get spawned. Cause damn, the other one, that other one that was just across the street. When I took that one out, it spawned like 2 or 3 megahorts or something. It was a lot. It was a lot for me to handle.
Where should I look first?
Oh damn. Damn. Who is that? Yeah, usually when you have a zombie that's red like that, it used to be a follower. Is this someone I forgot about? Oh wait, I know who this is. He must have been a part of that enclave. They probably had someone die.
Not gonna fit.
Is that what happened? Oh damn, they lost almost everyone. Shit. I feel bad now, because that was my fault.
No room.
It's whatever. Alright. I have one more plague heart in this little corner. 7 more left. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Alrighty.
Not gonna fit.
Damn, that would have been stamina and cardio experience. I mean, it doesn't really matter a whole lot now, just because most of my people, in fact, I think all my people, yeah, all of my people have
Really feel like we're a part of something special here.
have the cardio thing already
Thanks. I appreciate it.
maxed out. So I mean, it wouldn't be horrible if they died. It would just, you know, it would have been whatever. And there's a feral. I do not want to deal with you. The other crazy thing is how far ferals can see you. Like, I don't know, he might end up seeing me while I'm over here and he's over there. Start.
I'm not actually mentioning how easy that was, just in case I jinx it.
Alright, let me see. So, my next plan of action is to loot those buildings. Hush. It's my dog if you can hear her. Shh. I'm about to get off stream because I've been sitting here for 2.5 hours. So I'm about to jump off. It's been great talking to everyone. If anyone has more questions or
I already got all I can handle.
has anything else, just keep a lookout for me. I'm gonna try to stick to a schedule, cause that's one thing I wasn't doing when I was trying to stream before. I wasn't really doing a schedule. I occasionally would. It would be I would get on stream usually after work, so I would usually start 9 p.m. my time, which is Eastern time. I'm on the East Coast of America, and so 9 p.m. Eastern is when I would normally start. I don't know, nowadays it'll probably be sooner. If you are interested in seeing more of me, I'll just update the schedule on my profile so you know when to expect me. But yeah, no. In fact, no. My other plans of action is to get more food. I need food. Need food. Need to loot those things. I need to kill plague hearts. Yep. I'm just emptying this out and then I'm gonna hop off. Cool. Alright, so I'm probably at day... Oh, damn, I got a lot more headshots than I thought. 49 out of 200 headshots. Yeah, you can't see it because my face is in the way. 49 out of 200 headshots for non-freak zombies killed with headshots. 39 out of 70 killed with heavy weapons. 8 out of 18 screamers killed with fire. They're all pretty simple. I'm just not too worried about getting them completed. Hell, I'm going for day 100. I got time. This is only day 72. Another thing, before I go. Why can I not easily see what day it is? It'd be great if someone knew how. But I don't know where it is. But anyway. Alright. Cool. Alright, thank you for tuning in, and I will hopefully see y'all later.
This is what I'm feeling from the ground to the ceiling, running out of time with the prime mind. I'm behaving, I'm dry in the hindsight from